Hello, DDPYOGA warriors. It's Tenacious T and the place to be, calling at you live from Silver Bullet Station in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with another Tips from the Midwest Strong. Today, I'm actually doing a little cooking segment. I'm making a little something up that I encountered this last week, made by my sister-in-law, called Cowboy Caviar. So, the Cowboy Caviar is kind of a lot of vegetable mix there, a lot of different stuff, a lot of different colorful vegetables. Red pepper, red onions, cilantro, then you get a lot of your beans there, your black beans, your black-eyed peas. And then you can add stuff, and you can kind of morph this, make it kind of your own sort of deal, kind of like DDPYOGA. So I'm going to go through, and I'm just showing you right now here that I've got, and I'm going to put it up here so you can see some of this here, and I'll put through some pause animation here. You've got some cilantro there. I got red pepper I'm going to chop up in a bit. I got half a red onion, and then I'm also going to add mushrooms into the mix here for you. It's some extra vitamin D and get some extra good vitamins that way. And then I'm also going to go, now, you can do this the longer way and get the dried black beans. I know if Stacy Morris was talking to you about this here, she'd be talking about, hey, dry black beans, prepare them overnight, or do a quick soak with them there. Usually takes about an hour. Same with your black-eyed peas, or whatever other beans you're going to use there. I'm going to use garbanzo beans, or chickpeas, black-eyed peas, black beans, and then I'm also going to use another black bean with some jalapeno in there. The recipe calls for one jalapeno. I'm cheating a little bit here. Yeah, I'm just making stuff as I go because, again, it's just I'm using what I have on hand. So I'm going to pause this a second here, and when I come back, I'm going to have some of this stuff prepped up so you can see what we're talking about here. Now, some of the stuff I'm doing here right now, like I said, I'm just prepping a little bit. Some of the stuff I'm doing here, I slice the long way, which I take my red pepper, I'm slicing long ways, I'm dicing it up where I can. And a nice good red bell pepper that way. And some of the stuff I go the quicker routes with, and I got this little gimmick here. This is a little cube dicer there. So basically, I quarter up a red onion. I can add this right into the bowl. So you just take it, press it down a little bit. Sometimes you have to work with it a little bit there because sometimes things get stuck. Technical issues abound, and you can only, and you don't have to, you work with what you can there. It's 10% of what happens to you, 90% how you react to it. You roll with the punches and just do what you can. All right, so as you can see here, I got a half a small red onion, all diced up nice and pretty there, kind of. And so I'm going to go ahead and add my red pepper. I'm not the meat chef here, so things look kind of messy, and that's okay. I can make your own. Cooking doesn't have to be neat. It doesn't have to be, artful and neat necessarily. It just has to work. So there is some things about this to be said about it being neat and everything here, but you know what? You do what you can to make it your own. I'm just going to pause it again. Now, this also calls for garlic, and the rest of the recipes I've seen here calls for 2 cloves of garlic. I'm a Emerald Lagasse sort of guy. Is it Lagasse? You know what I mean. Bam. Kick it up a notch. Throw a lot of garlic in there. horrible Boston accent. I apologize, Boston bad boy. Don't kick my ass, okay? All right. So anyway, I got garlic. I diced some up with some, mashed and diced some of the stuff up from last night. I'm gonna put some of this right directly in to the mix there. I'm gonna use the rest of it for the dressing that I do, which is going to include some salt I got in there, some pepper flakes I've got going on there. I'm going to let that seep for a little bit while I put this stuff in there. I'm going to use apple cider vinegar. Now, some recipes you'll see use like red wine vinegar and that sort of thing. You know, again, it's whatever you have on hand. I mean, there seems to be a lot of different recipes for the Cowboy Caviar. Some call for red wine vinegar, some call for other stuff there. And you know what? It's making your own. Just like I said, like DDPYOGA. So go for about a quarter cup of vinegar, apple cider vinegar going on there for you. I got some olive oil. I'm gonna mix in there. A couple tablespoons of that. I'm going to whisk that up. I'm also, this is something to make it my own, I'm going to add some turmeric in there. So you can add a little anti-inflammatory properties going on there. Add a little bit of a different flavor to things. It might work great. It might suck. But you know what? You learn from this stuff, right? So, I'm mixing all that stuff together. I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and get my can opener out and open up a can of bean whoop ass. Alright, so I got all that stuff there. I got my beans, got my big pile of beans going on like that. I'm going to add in my dressing and toss it all in there. Knock stuff off the counter at the same time. Because I'm talented like that, right? And then I'm going to end this by dicing in a tomato and an avocado. And when I'm done with this, I will come back and I'll give you I will do a part 2 of this video with the finished product here. So, stay tuned. Alright, hey, final product there, DDPYOGA Warriors, Cowboy Caviar. Take a look right here.
It's tasty.
My wife likes it. Hey, is she gonna eat my cooking? Hey, anybody can. But hey, it's tasty. It's good for you. It's colorful. It's got your proteins. It's got your good fats. It's got your vegetables. It's got all the stuff you need for a good, balanced, wonderful meal without heating up your kitchen and getting all hot and sweaty. Leave the hot and sweaty for the workouts, for the Silver Bullet Express, baby. So, that's it for right now. Hope if you have any questions, you got any comments on this there, shoot me a comment, like and subscribe. And until next time, own this day, own your life. Bang. Talk to you later.